to share the slides. For whatever reason, it decided to kick me off. So we're going to try that one more time here and see if we can get everybody back on. I'm going to go ahead and just delete that other live so people can jump onto this one. All right, let me get that shared here. I think that I figured out what went wrong. Yep, there we go. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. So yeah, we are back live. I'll let people jump over to the new video here, and I'll get rid of that other one so there's no distraction. Let's see here. All right, let's see. Is everybody here? Did we get everybody back? Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, this is a quick presentation that I actually built. For those of you that don't know, I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of how I got involved with Nu Skin really quickly. I've actually talked about this before here on the 10 at 10 and otherwise like TU and other events. But back in April, my son Emmett was born, and he spent some time in the NICU down here in Provo, Utah. He was born, about a month early, so his lungs actually weren't finished developing yet, and he actually had a small case of pneumonia. So he needed to spend some time there just to make everything was all right. And around that same time frame, my dad, Brent Bryson, who's there on the right, was actually starting with the social selling that most of you have been introduced to the opportunity through. And he, just so you know, is a $20 million earner, has been around Nu Skin for 28 years. He's really, really successful with it and has, obviously shared a lot with me. And at the time, it was interesting to see him posting on social media and talking about making $10 a tube and, holding a fistful of $10 bills, because I've always known my dad to not really, care about making about $10. But as I saw what he was doing and spent more time with him as Emmett was kind of going through that experience, I learned more about what he was doing and got involved. So I kind of joke and say that Emmett was really the one that got me involved with the business as a result of my dad sharing it with me and kind of getting me involved. So I joke that this is my real sponsor, here in the social selling world is Emmett. He's 7 months old, getting close to 8 months old now. He's incredible, and it's been a huge blessing to have him in our life, and he's happy and healthy and everything like that. But things have really kind of grew really fast from that moment for us. So, we posted, we made some extra income that first post. I made about $150, sold about 15 tubes of toothpaste. Did my last call post, that second post that we all do, and sold about another 25 tubes. And at that point, that's when Kalani, my wife, started getting really interested as well. And she did a post, and we ended up paying our monthly mortgage payment during our first week in just our spare time on social media. And talking with my dad and kind of going back on that experience, I realized that, this is something that I could teach other people, that I could, learn how to do really well myself, and I could help other people make that additional income for free. And that got really exciting. So from there, we started to recruit people and kind of just grew up from there. And it's been a great experience here for the last 7 months. All that being said, the reason that I was super intrigued with social selling and social media as a means of building a business was because of my background. So for the last almost 5 years now, I've worked at a company here locally that does search engine optimization and social media marketing, which is really just online marketing in general. And that's kind of the world that I've lived in. So when my dad reached out to me, he was motivated first because, I'm his son, and second because that's my professional background. So it's something that I know a lot about. And that's what motivated me to put this presentation together so I could share it with you, and you could use these principles and things I've learned to build your business and to be successful with it. The main thing that you need to know and understand is why people use Facebook. So the first thing that you need to know is people don't use Facebook to buy toothpaste. They don't also typically use Facebook to sell toothpaste either. They use it to spend time. Most people don't use Facebook to make money. So you're doing something that's a pattern interrupt. You need to understand that most people are using this just to maintain relationships, to keep up to date with people, because they're truly just addicted to Facebook and social media. So what we're doing and putting something in their face that says you can actually make extra income using social media is something that everyone wants to do desperately. I talk to people that are like talking about deactivating their Facebook. I always think it's funny because the ones that post and say, I'm going to take a break from Facebook, are always posted on Facebook the next day. So People are truly addicted to it and want to find a way to make it a productive thing where they're actually making money rather than spending money. So that's something that you need to understand as far as how people use and why people use it. Another thing that will help you and help you to understand and to encourage the kind of consistency in your posting and the different types of posts that you do is understanding how Facebook chooses who sees what. So right now I have about 3,500 friends on Facebook, but not every post I do gets 3,500 likes or comments, right? So the reason for that is because Facebook doesn't show every post to every person. They have what's called a relevancy score that determines who of your friends should see the post that you've done. So they look at who posted, who engaged with that post, what type of post it is, meaning if it's a video or a comment with a image, or if it's a live video or something like that. There's different types of videos, or sorry, different types of posts, and people have a preference for what they interact with. So that's why you, as a social seller, as someone that's using social media to build a business or to earn additional income, you need to participate in all of those different kinds of posts. You need to actually be posting pictures, posting image only, posting live videos, posting all those different things so that all the people on your Facebook can get information from every angle, if that makes sense. That's a lot of information about social media, and I didn't really tell you too much about like what to actually do. I wanted to share just a little bit as far as what you can actually do. What are the tangible things that you can do every day to build your business? The first thing that I always recommend is to make new friends and connections. So this business that we're in, this it's not really an industry, but this way of kind of connecting with people is called network marketing. So building that network and adding additional contacts and friends and people that you actually interact with is the only way that you're going to get this to grow. If you make the mistake of only talking to your current customers or only talking to the other distributors or other social sellers in the team, then you're going to limit yourself to that group of people. And you might feel like you're working and you're working really hard, but if you're just doing the same thing and you're not talking to new people and growing your list of connections every day, then you're not ultimately going to be successful with this business. So I make the joke there in the bottom right that you could have hundreds or even thousands of friends on Facebook, but if you don't interact with them and they don't interact with your posts, then really all you have is imaginary friends. You don't have people that are ever going to actually talk to you or interact with your post or be interested in your business or interested in your product. So you need to add new people, go to their page, like and interact with several different types of posts. So I would say go and like one of their pictures, go and comment on one of their videos, go and do different things on their page so that Facebook and that person knows that you're actually connecting with them. Another thing that you can do is just message them. Shoot them a message, talk to them a little bit, ask them about, what they do for a living, where they're from, something like that. Make real connections with people. The worst thing you can do though is just to reach out to people with an automated message or a copy and pasted message that says, I really like your page, join my business or something like that. Because that's not going to work. Think to yourself, if you got that message right now, like if you looked at your phone and you had a notification on your phone and it said, hey, I saw your page, I think that you'd be great at this business, you would probably either immediately ignore that message or block that person or whatever it would be because they don't actually care about you. They care about their business. So you need to actually go out and make new friends and connections and connect with those people in a way. Some of the ways to do that is to wish people happy birthday, celebrate their life events, be genuinely interested in what they have to say. These are all things that are just things that you would do with a person that you're talking to in real life, right? I truly believe that your social media is just an extension of yourself, much like how like your phone or your cell phone connects you to people over long distances. That's exactly what your Facebook and your social media can do as well. Another really important thing is to be yourself. If you really enjoy sports, if you enjoy, being a mom or being a parent or whatever it may be, then talk about that. Be yourself on social media because that's what people are there for, right? They're there to interact with real people. If you become a toothpaste selling store, they're going to come to you only when they want toothpaste, which, it's something that everyone uses twice a day. It's a huge market. It's something that people want. But if they're not interacting with you besides that interaction, then they're never going to see you again. You're going to become invisible and you're going to become one of their fake friends. So post things that are real, that you would post, that you would talk about in real life, things that you know a lot about. Ask for advice, ask for questions, or ask for different things that people can help you with or direct you to. It can be as simple as asking what your favorite restaurant is or something like that. But ask for help from people, and more people will be willing to help and interact with you. But be yourself. I personally like basketball. I also, for whatever reason, think that I'm funny, and I like posting things on social media that people like to interact with, and that helps me to interact with new people. I'm not going to say that helps me build my business, even though that is the end game and it does help do that. What it really does and what it really accomplishes is it helps me to interact with new people and make connections. Another thing that's really important for you to do, even though it may be uncomfortable or maybe something you're not used to, is to use Facebook's new features like the live feature. Go live, talk about your day. Use the stories, the Facebook stories section of Facebook. Make sure that you're updating that and talking about things that are real that you want to talk about. Use the background in the post. Add the background to your text only posts and things like that, because Facebook is going to try to decide how frequently people interact with those types of posts. So it's going to be something that Facebook may heavily favor right as it comes out so that more people will use it. So as they release new features, use those new features. One thing that a lot of people do too, whether you're trying to just be a social seller and make extra income and do it that way, that's fine. This isn't really a slide for you, but if you're trying to do more than that, if you're trying to earn $500 to $1,000 plus a month, you really do need to find people and recruit a team, because there is a whole nother level of this. If you just want a social sell, you can make a couple hundred extra dollars a month every single month. I honestly believe that. But if you're looking to do more and you're looking to get past $1,000 plus a month, then you really do need to build a team. You can get with the person that sent you in or added you to the group or sent you the initial message about the business and talk with them about that next level. But if that's what you want to do and that's your goal, then you need to tell that story every single day. My personal goal is to talk to 3 new people every single day about the business, recruit 1 new person, and do 1 new referral post every single day. And if you're doing that, then you're going to be successful, wildly successful with this business. And like I said earlier, people are looking for a way to utilize their time on social media and make additional income. The average person in the US is very underemployed. They need additional income for just basic living purposes. And this is something that they do every day. They use social media. So if you reach out to people and let them know, I found a way to make $50 to $500 in the first several days building this business, they're going to be interested. And as you keep it simple and as you just help them to kind of go through the steps that you went through, you'll be wildly successful as well. Another thing that I do is every time that I'm in the car when I'm driving, I kind of turned my car into a university on wheels. I think it was Jim Rohn. It was either Jim Rohn or Zig Ziglar. One of the two said that if you were just to spend the average amount of time that the average American spends in a car every year listening to something positive, motivational, educational, you would get the equivalent of 2 semesters of higher level education every year. So in the matter of just a few, short years, you get to the point where you've learned enough to, have a degree in business, self-help, whatever motivation, whatever it may be that you're studying or listening to in the car, which may be more beneficial for you than listening to, Post Malone or whatever you're listening to in the car right now. So the main thing that I did was I got a compilation of about 6 to 8 books. Right now I have 6 books downloaded on my Audible that I'm listening to, and I finished, 2 books now in the last 2 weeks, and it's totally changed my perspective, and it's helped me to learn, and it's helped me to grow as a person. Another thing you can do is connect with the OTG Facebook page, where every single morning at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, one of several successful leaders in that organization is going to get on and talk with you about this business and how you can use this business to be successful and kind of go further in your life. That's something you should definitely do. Plug in and learn, because really ultimately the end game of this is that you become a better person as a result of that. You make more income and you become whatever your goals are. So learn every day. Make sure that you're always constantly trying to be better and kind of sharpen your sword. The main things that I see that really slow people down or cause people to get frustrated or even quit the business is that they do some of these things that we don't teach people to do. They overpost about the product or the business. As you do that, you start to see diminishing returns, and the only people that really comment on your post are going to be people from the business. You'll also see that people will unfollow you or unfriend you, and as that happens, Facebook thinks the content that you're sharing is not valuable. So you need to make sure that you're being yourself. Another thing that people do is they stop their daily mode of operation. They start to just talk to their distributors or just talk to their team and they just answer questions and they seem really busy, but they're not very productive. And what you need to know is that if you're trying to do a lot of volume or sell a lot of retail product, you need to keep doing the things that resulted in those results. So, recruit new people, do referral posts, reach outside of your circle of influence, and make sure that you're always constantly increasing your network. And as you do those small things like talk to 3 new people, recruit 1 new person, do the little things every single day, that's when you'll continue to be successful and continue to get outside of your circle of influence. A lot of people too, they'll be very unauthentic. If you're looking at a post and it's a copy and pasted post that someone else posted in the group and it's not you at all, it's not going to feel real. If I were to go and grab a Power Lips post right now and post it without some kind of spin on it or some kind of thing that makes it unique to me, I would not sell a lot of Power Lips. I can guarantee you that. But if I were to approach, that product specifically and say, guys in my life, if you're looking for a great stocking stuffer or for a great gift for your significant other, this is just came around. My wife loves it. If you're interested in more information, let me know. Get all your Christmas shopping done really quick. Another thing that people do is they work themselves into a corner. They only ever interact with people that are in the group on social media, and Facebook sees that and thinks those are the only people that you want to interact with. So once again, you got to get outside your circle of influence. You got to talk to different people. You got to grow your network and really try to decide that you're going to make social media an extension of yourself, not only in your personal life, but also for a little bit of a professional purpose as well. Another thing that you need to know is that this is super easy. One thing that you're probably doing that slows you down is you're complicating it. This is really a simple, easy way to make extra money, and that's what it should be positioned as. So talk to your friends and family. It's the holiday season. You're definitely going to be seeing family members that you don't see super frequently. And when they ask you, how are things going? Tell them, things are great. I recently started this way to make additional money on social media, totally free, really, really successful for me and like hundreds or even thousands of other people. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And they're going to ask you, they're going to say, well, what is it? And at that point, that's when you say, well, really, you just share a post on Facebook. If you wanted to try it, I could actually do a post on your Facebook. You could probably make money today. And they're going to do that. People flippantly share stuff. They just share things because they think it's funny. They share cat videos. They share videos about global warming that they don't really believe in. They share whatever it may be because they just decide to share it. And they're going to, if you tell them that there's actually a way for them to make additional income by sharing a post or by helping you build your business, then they're going to do it. So make sure that you open your mouth, keep it very simple, and just reach out to people. This is not a difficult thing. And I think that's the main messaging that you need to know and that your team members need to know as well. Finally, if you can't think about what to post about, then post about your why. Post about why you're doing it. I don't think that anyone has ever given me a hard time for selling toothpaste on my social media when I'm talking about how I'm doing it for my family and when I'm doing it for the people you see here on the screen. I'm building this business, just so you guys know, because I want financial freedom. I'm not doing it to make $200 or $300 a month. I'm doing it because I want to quit my full-time job. I want to make this what I do, and I want to inspire thousands of others to do that as well. There's probably people on the call here today that will do that. In the next 2 to 5 years, people will be earning more money with Nu Skin than has ever been earned before. There's this huge gap of growth, and the people that start today are going to be the ones that see the most valuable kind of assets added to their life as a result of starting this business. So if that's your goal, if that's your why, if you want to make more than a couple $100 a month, reach out to me. Let's talk about it. Let's put it on paper. Let's make it happen. So thanks everybody for being on. I went really long today. I hope that it was beneficial for you and for your business. Have questions, concerns, funny jokes, I'd love to hear them. Shoot me a message, and I'm happy to help. Thanks everybody for your teamwork, for boosting posts, for answering questions, for everything that you do for everybody in the group. And I look forward to talking to y'all soon.